Hello there everybody, Swandzz here today to make a video, obviously. I want to talk about something that I can't believe I haven't spoken about up until this point, and that's making stickers. I make stickers and sell them. That's one of my favorite things to do. I'm a freelance artist, and so I have a lot of different art products, and designing and making stickers is just a really fun thing that I get to do. Today I want to break down my sticker making process into 5 steps for you guys so that hopefully those of you out there who have similar ambitions to me can use this information to save yourself some money. I've been getting more into the local art community, and I've met a few people who make and sell stickers, and almost all of them use some online printing company to make their stickers, and they'll get like 50 at a time or something, and that can be kind of pricey. Not only that, is you only get one design, and then if that design doesn't sell well, you're stuck with it, right? So being in control of making your own stickers will save you money in the long run. Just having more control over it in general is a great thing. You can print whatever you want on a page. You could do a sample page with like 10 different stickers on it, see which one sells the best. Here is an example of the stickers that I make. What else do we have in here? This is the lady that we're making in today's video. I like doing big, large, colorful, holographic vinyl stickers, but of course, you can use this information I'm about to give you to make any kind of sticker. The reason why I choose to do the hollow overlay is for 2 reasons. One, it looks awesome and adds that extra like pizzazz to the sticker, and 2, it helps it be a little bit more water resistant. These are all the materials you're going to need: a computer of some kind, either a laptop or a desktop. You might be able to use a tablet, I'm not sure how that works. A printer, an inkjet printer. Then you need vinyl sticker paper, and I will link to the specific one I use below. And the holographic overlay, I can also link to the specific one that I use below. And scissors, and that's it. Step 1 is to sketch the drawing and then ink it. So I always do this part by hand. I just like how easy it is for me to draw by hand. If I were to do this part digitally, it would take a lot longer for me to have a finished piece. So I just go ahead and I sketch out a girl, a design, whatever I want, whatever I'm thinking. Ink it, erase the pencil underneath, and then pretty simple. Done with step 1. Draw your design. Step 2 is to scan it into the computer. So then I go ahead and I take my finished drawing, I scan it into my computer, and I get it ready to be colored in Photoshop. So step 3 is coloring. Now this part takes the longest. What you're about to see took me 54 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and condense it down so you guys can just watch the entire process. But usually, I go ahead and pick a color palette that I like, but you'll see by the end I tend to mess with the color palette a lot because you never know. You want to put her in different outfits and stuff. So you can do this step, honestly, if you want. You can color them by hand also and then scan them into the computer and just make some, fine-tuning edits with Photoshop or whatever your desired editing program is, and, just to sharpen up the lines and get it ready for print. I personally like coloring it in Photoshop because I'm bad at coloring traditionally. That's a skill I never really learned, so I don't have any tools to color with traditionally, so I always take the digital route. The next step is to edit the designs and arrange them to be printed. So I make a new document that is 8.5 inches by 11 inches, which is the size of the piece of paper that goes into my printer. And then I just try to fit as many of the stickers on there as possible with them being the size that I want them to be. Like I said, I typically do large stickers, so I tend to have a lot of negative space on the paper, which looks terrible because it looks like wasted sticker space, and it is terrible, but hey, that's me. I waste my sticker space. You don't have to. You can be better at fitting them onto the page than I am. Especially when they are a more uniform shape. Like if you're doing like a triangle or a rectangle or a circle, you can usually fit a lot onto the page without a lot of negative space. So once you have them colored and edited onto the page the way you like, you can go ahead and print them out. Our final step after they print is to add the hollow foil and then to cut them out. So you're going to go ahead and watch me do that. I cut everything out by hand. So there are different machines out there that can print and cut stickers out for you, and that's fine and dandy. They're usually pretty pricey. I know a Cricut Joy is like $200, you know what I mean? And I'm actually also not sure exactly how they work, like if they're limited or not. But, you know, practice makes perfect. The more stickers you cut out by hand, the better you're going to get at it. I think I'm pretty good at it at this point. And it's also fun and relaxing. You just get to sit there and do something mindless and just cut out stickers. But not too mindless, because the moment you look away, you will fuck that edge up. So be careful. And here is the finished product. Aren't they lovely? Big, pretty, beautiful ladies. I listed them on my Etsy. They're also for sale on my Instagram. If you guys like my sticker designs, or if you're interested in purchasing any of them in the future, you can message me on Instagram, or you can check those out on Etsy. I can list my Etsy shop name somewhere on the screen as well. If you guys have any questions, please leave those for me in the comment section below. I will answer them to the best of my ability. This is a pretty simple process, but you know, if I didn't explain something well enough, don't hesitate to ask. I will elaborate on anything you guys need to know. Now I'm going to take a moment to thank my patrons. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. If you pledge at least $5 a month to me, you get one of these stickers, at least one of these stickers every month. Usually I try to do more than one, but a lot of times they're gigantic, so I end up doing just the one, which, for example, this month is going to be this lady. Now I'm going to verbally thank my diamond tier patron. Thank you very much, Sarah. Your love is chef's kiss as always, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. Bye! Okay, you can click all my little buttons. You can click my subscribe circle or the video or playlist that is listed. You will also find that link to my Patreon that I just mentioned. I love you guys so much. Bye!